Hello everyone, I'm Alia Dipu. Welcome to my channel. Today we are discussing NCERT Class 7 English Supplementary Reader and Alien Hands first chapter. The chapter's name is The Tiny Teacher. A tiny teacher. What is a teacher? A teacher is someone who teaches us how to live, and our nature teaches us many such things. And a part of our nature are tiny ants. And in this chapter, we will get to know them more. So let's learn some facts about our tiny ants. Chapter 1, The Tiny Teacher. Though so very small, the ant is unbelievably intelligent and hardworking. Among the various kinds, the commonest ant is black or red. Ants live in comfortable homes called ant hills. So we know that ants are very small, but it's very intelligent and hardworking. And among the various kinds of ants, the commonest type is either black or red. And ants live comfortably in homes called ant hills. Notice how I said the tiny teacher but the ant? This is because the word ant starts with a vowel. And when we add the in front of a word that has an first letter as a vowel, we should pronounce the as the. Name the smallest insect you have seen and the wisest. Is it the fly? No, it isn't. Is it the mosquito? No, not the mosquito. Then it must be the worm. No, none of these. It is the ant, the commonest, the smallest, but the wisest insect. The story of an ant's life sounds almost untrue, but people have kept ants as pets and have watched their daily behavior closely. So we know for a number of facts about this tiny, hardworking, and intelligent creature. So the commonest and smallest but the wisest insect we know, it isn't the worm, it isn't the fly, it isn't the mosquito. It's the ant. And we know this fact is true because people have kept ants as pets. An ant uses its feelers or antennae to talk to other ants by passing messages through them. Watch a row of ants moving up or down a wall. Each ant greets all others coming down from the opposite direction by touching their feelers. Us human beings only greet certain people, but ants are not like that. They greet any ant that they see, and they do so by using their antennae or feelers. They send messages through their antennae, and it's received by the other ant. There are many kinds of ants. The commonest among them are the black or red ones. We have seen them since we were children, but haven't paid enough attention to them. Where do they live? In their comfortable homes called nests or ant hills. Each has hundreds of little rooms and passages. In some of these rooms, the queen ant lays eggs. Others are nurseries for the young ones, called grubs. There are many types of ants, and the most common type is either the black one or the red one. The ants live comfortably in their homes called nests or ant hills. The ant hills are like tiny mansions. They have many rooms and passages. And in some of these rooms, the queen lays eggs, and some of these rooms are nurseries. Workers have reserved quarters. They spend most of their time searching for food. Some rooms serve as storehouses for this food. Soldiers have separate barracks. No worker has ever tried to live in a soldier's house. No soldier has ever gone out searching for food. No worker or soldier or cleaner has ever harmed a grub. So you see, an ant's life is very peaceful. Each does its share of work intelligently and bravely, and never fights with other members of the group. Ants have different jobs, such as cleaners, soldiers, and workers. No worker ant has ever tried to interfere with a soldier's work, and vice versa, and no ant will ever harm a grub, which is a baby ant. The lives that ants lead are very peaceful and something that we humans should look up to. Let's do the comprehension check. First question. The story of an ant's life sounds almost untrue. The italicized phrase means the italicized phrase is almost untrue and it means too remarkable to be true. Too remarkable to be true. Second question. Complete the following sentences. An ant is the smallest. An ant is the smallest, the commonest, but the wisest. The second part. We know a number of facts about an ant's life because. We know a number of facts about an ant's life because people kept it as pets. In what ways is an ant's life peaceful? An ant's life is peaceful because each ant does its work intelligently and bravely and never fights with each other. Each does its own work and does not interfere in the other's work. The queen is the mother of the entire population of the colony. It lives for about 15 years. It has a pair of wings, but bites them off after its wedding flight. The flight takes place on a hot summer day. The queen leaves the nest and goes out to meet a male ant or drone, high up in the air. On its return to the earth, it gets rid of the wings and then does nothing but lay eggs. The queen ant has wings, and on a hot summer day, it goes up into the sky to meet a male ant or a drone, and when it comes back down, it bites its wings off and then does nothing but lay eggs. The eggs hatch and grubs come out. Soldiers guard them. Workers feed them and clean them, and then also carry them for daily airing, exercise, and sunshine. 2 or 3 weeks later, grubs become cocoons and lie without food or activity for 3 weeks more. Then the cocoons break and perfect ants appear. Now it's time for teaching and training. New ants learn their duties from old ants as workers, soldiers, builders, cleaners, etc. After a few weeks of training, the small ants are ready to go out into the big world of work. Then the eggs hatch and become grubs, which are baby ants, and they are taken for daily airing, exercise, and sunshine. They then become cocoons, and then when they break out, they become perfect ants that are ready for training. They are trained to be workers, soldiers, cleaners, and builders, and when they're done training, they are ready to go out into the big world of work. An anthill is a home not only for ants, but also for some other creatures like beetles, lesser breeds of ants, and the greenfly. Why do ants want these alien creatures to live in their nests? For several reasons. Some give off smell pleasant to the ants' senses. Others give sweet juices, and some are just pets or playthings like cats and dogs to human beings. The greenfly is the ant's cow. The ants train it to give honeydew like milk with a touch of their antennae. They milk it just as we milk cow. Not only ants, but other insects also live in anthills. Some are just pets, while some, like the greenfly, are used like how cows are useful to us. Have humans learned as much as ants have? Perhaps they have, but haven't put their learning to good use. They may still learn a few things from this tiny teacher, like hard work, sense of duty and discipline, cleanliness, care for the young ones, and above all, a firm loyalty to the land where they live. Now that we've learned the chapter, let's move on to the comprehension check. How long does it take for a grub to become a complete ant? It takes 5 to 6 weeks for a grub to become a complete ant. Why do worker ants carry grubs around? Worker ants carry the grubs about for daily airing, exercise, and sunshine. What jobs are new ants trained for? New ants learn the duties of workers, cleaners, soldiers, and builders from old ants. Name some of the creatures that live in anthills. The greenfly Beetles, lesser breeds of ants, etc., are some of the creatures who live in ant hills. Mention three things that we can learn from the tiny teacher. Give your reason for choosing these items. We can learn things like hard work, sense of duty, and loyalty from this tiny teacher. Hard work makes the life of an ant so organized and good. If we want to lead a proper life, we must never shy away from hard work. Sense of duty is very important because if everyone does his or her job sincerely, then there will not be any chaos. The most important is a firm loyalty to the land where ones live. At last, we have a few facts about tongues. A matter of tongue. In humans, the tongue is an organ of taste. It also helps in chewing, swallowing, and speaking. Some animals, like the frog and the chameleon, use the tongue to catch prey. The chameleon's tongue is so long that it keeps it folded in the mouth, but it can flick it in and out at lightning speed. The snake uses its tongue to smell. The reptile flickers its tongue in and out each time, carrying molecules from its surrounding to an organ in the roof of its mouth, called Jacobson's organ. The blue whale has the largest tongue, which can weigh as much as an elephant. So, friends, this is the end of Alien Hand Chapter 1, The Tiny Teacher. If you guys found this video helpful, make sure to like and subscribe. If you're already subscribed, thank you so much for supporting me. Bye!